an understanding of ancient Egypt. At the heart of this mysterious place is the unfinished pyramid. It is a structure that challenges Egypt's historical timeline. The pyramid's base measures 650 feet on each side. It has a deep, T-shaped shaft carved into the bedrock that descends about 100 feet. This is an astonishing feat, given the hardness of the stone. The precision with which this shaft was excavated raises immediate questions. How could the ancient Egyptians have achieved such accuracy? The conventional belief is that Egyptians used only basic copper and stone tools. But this doesn't seem true, given the complexities of Zet El Aram. Adding to the mystery is the almost flawless verticality and smoothness of the shaft's walls. It suggests the use of advanced surveying and cutting tools. They are more sophisticated than they thought they would be in ancient Egypt. Moreover, there are no hieroglyphs or inscriptions. They would provide clues about the pyramid's purpose and its builders. This puzzling absence only deepens the intrigue. One of the most perplexing discoveries came when Barsanti's team found massive limestone blocks. They had been placed to conceal something beneath the shaft. Removing the blocks revealed a foundation of pink granite blocks. It included a colossal 30-ton piece. Could this be the entrance to a world below? It might hold treasures or relics from a lost civilization. Among the most curious finds was a large oval vat, crafted from polished pink granite. This vat, which had a mirror-like finish, was well preserved with lime and clay. This showed its importance. A mysterious black band on the vat's walls, possibly from some liquid, hinted at a unique process tied to its purpose. Was it related to energy generation or storage, as some have speculated? But the real enigma arose after a storm in 1905, which flooded the pit with over 10 feet of water. Hours later, the water drained away. This led Barsanti to suspect a hidden underground chamber. Mysterious Core 7th. In the late 19th century, a strange discovery near the Great Pyramids turned up a 4,500-year-old piece of rock, now known as Core 7. British archaeologist Flinders Petrie unearthed this curious cylindrical rock. It is now in the Petrie Museum in London. At first, it seems like an ordinary chunk of granite, but on closer inspection, it has perfectly spaced grooves, like vinyl record tracks. What purpose did this rock serve, and how did the ancient Egyptians manage to create such intricate markings? Core 7 is believed to be a discarded core, possibly from the drilling of a hole meant for a door pivot. What makes this rock so puzzling is not just its shape, it's the material it's made of. Granite, a tough rock to work with. The ancient Egyptians, with only soft copper tools, would have found it nearly impossible to drill through such solid rock with the precision seen in Core 7. So how did they manage it? One theory is that diamond cutting technology can slice through granite. It's strong enough to do that. But there's a catch. The Egyptians were not known to have access to diamonds, at least not in a form that could be used for cutting. This raises a question. Could the Egyptians have lost advanced technology? It would be beyond what we think they were capable of. Adding to the intrigue is the groove's shape. Most ancient Egyptians used bow drills, a back-and-forth motion to carve through materials. However, Core 7's grooves suggest a different technique. They hint at a continuous rotation, like a modern power drill. This is a method that was far beyond the technology of the time, making the origin of Core 7 even more mysterious. The mystery deepens when we look at the wider spaces between each groove. They suggest the drilling was done with far greater force than even modern drills can achieve. This suggests that ancient Egyptians may have used a highly advanced, unknown method to drill through the granite. Aswan's unfinished obelisk. In the sun-kissed south of Egypt by the Nile lies an awe-inspiring relic from the ancient world, the unfinished obelisk of Aswan. This colossal granite structure, abandoned due to a fatal crack, offers a glimpse into the grand ambitions of Egypt's ancient artisans. It was to be the largest single stone monument carved by Egyptians. It stands 137 feet tall and weighs 1,200 tons. But why was this monumental project abandoned, and what secrets does it hold? The size of the obelisk alone speaks volumes about the ambition of its creators. As you enter Aswan, atop a vast granite outcrop, the quarry reveals strange, tantalizing clues to the ancient craftsman's advanced techniques. Mysterious, perfectly round holes dot the landscape. Their smooth surfaces defy modern explanation. Some believe they were test holes. They probed the granite's depth before committing to the massive task of shaping the obelisk. But these strange markings are only the beginning. As you draw closer to the unfinished obelisk itself, the real puzzles begin. The stone's surface has smooth, hollowed-out areas. They look like giant scoops, as if someone dug out ice cream. These strange depressions have puzzled archaeologists. They can't explain their purpose or origin. Even more baffling are the markings on nearby stones. Someone seems to have carefully scooped away the granite, leaving only a thin connection to its original position. The prevailing theory is that diorite balls shaped the obelisk, but this theory crumbles under scrutiny. It conflicts with the evidence of precise test holes and smooth surfaces. The mystery deepens as questions arise. How were such colossal stones shaped so finely? Tanis Cataclysm. Tanis, an ancient city in Egypt's northeastern Nile Delta, is mysterious and fascinating. Once a thriving metropolis, its importance was lost to history, until French archaeologists uncovered it in 1939 after years of digging. What they found was both breathtaking and baffling. Massive statues, obelisks, and stone blocks lay scattered in chaos. Some came from quarries over 1,000 miles away. Among the ruins was a fragment of a colossal statue. It was once the largest single granite statue ever made. This statue was likely twice the size of the Colossi of Memnon, a famous giant statue near Luxor. They stand around 120 feet tall and weigh 1,400 tons. The discovery raised immediate questions. How did these immense stones travel such great distances? What disaster could have shattered them so violently? Adding to the intrigue was the strange, barren landscape surrounding Tanis. Unlike the fertile delta, this area had almost no plant life. This sparked further curiosity. Some researchers believe Tanis is the biblical city of Zoan. Ancient texts say it was destroyed by fire and devastation. Strangely, some stones at Tanis showed signs of intense heat. This hinted at a cataclysmic event with extreme temperatures beyond human fires or wars. The damage was unlike anything from traditional ancient destruction. The statues were blown apart and scattered, indicating an immense force at work. Excavations also revealed that much of the city was buried beneath 10 to 20 feet of soil. This suggests the site was quickly and violently covered over. This led some to theorize that a natural disaster, perhaps a solar plasma ejection, could have obliterated the city and altered the landscape. Some believe that the granite obelisks and statues at Tanis were part of a lost tech system, possibly linked to the Giza pyramids. If such an advanced system malfunctioned, it might have destroyed the city. Tanis would then be buried beneath the sands, one of Egypt's greatest mysteries. Tutankhamun's meteoric dagger, a mystery in iron. On 26 November 1922, a momentous event in archaeology occurred. British archaeologist Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon entered the sealed chambers of Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb. They uncovered a treasure trove, golden artifacts, intricate jewelry, and countless other riches. However, among the lavish items, one object stood out. It was an iron dagger in a gold sheath found by the young pharaoh's mummified remains. This exquisite dagger would spark a mystery. It has perplexed experts ever since. The dagger's golden embellishments were not surprising. Egyptian royalty loved precious metals, but it was the iron blade that caught everyone's attention. At a time when bronze was the metal of choice, iron was a rarity. The ancient Egyptians did not smelt iron. That technique would not become widespread until centuries after Tutankhamun's reign. The presence of iron, especially a finely crafted blade, raised eyebrows among historians and archaeologists. The mystery deepened when it was revealed that the iron used in the dagger came from a meteorite. This discovery added a new layer of intrigue. How could the Egyptians have forged such a sophisticated artifact from something so unusual? Some theorized that the blade was a divine gift from the gods. This belief fueled speculation about advanced ancient civilizations and even aliens. Mainstream Egyptologists posited that the Egyptians may have got the meteorite iron after it fell to Earth. While plausible, this theory raised more questions. In the Bronze Age, extracting usable metal from a meteorite would have been impossible without advanced technology. After all, meteorite iron is scattered throughout the rock, making it challenging to isolate. In 1994, a breakthrough came with X-ray fluorescence spectrometry. It revealed that the dagger's metal wasn't just ordinary meteoritic iron. It was a complex alloy of 89% iron, with significant amounts of nickel, cobalt, and chromium. This advanced blend suggested Egypt had skills beyond its time. This astonishing artifact challenges our knowledge of ancient Egypt. It leaves us with more questions than answers. How could a civilization so advanced in some areas have technology centuries ahead of its time? We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more amazing stories.